Previously on our bikepacking adventure in Camotes Islands, we arrived at Consuelo Port by boat from Danao City, Cebu. We visited the beautiful white beach of Santiago, the calm yet adventure-filled Lake Danao, marveled at some of the beautiful roadside view, and ended the day at the beautiful tropical island of Tulang Diyot. Join us as we journey around the equally beautiful island of Poro and get to know more about what is known as the Lost Horizon of the South, Camotes Islands. Second day. Starting at Tulang Diot, we traveled back to Pacijan Island. We rode around north of the island, crossed the mangrove forest, visited the towns of Boro and Tudela, and wandered at the Enchanted Bukilat cave and the historic Mactang Beach, before heading back to Pasihan Island and spend the night at Camotes Eden Resort. The day started with a charming vivid sunrise. The sun slowly rises its way up as waves gently crashed into the resting sands. While the locals were busy preparing the beach for new sets of tourists, we were also busy enjoying the cool morning sea. With its fine pottery white beach, there is no wonder why others would call this tiny paradise the Little Boracay. Tulang Diyot is a modest tropical destination. Its electricity is powered by a generator that is only available until 10 in the evening. It may not give you the luxurious comfort of a 5-star resort, but what this island offers is the timeless allure of a dreamy tropical white beach. After savoring the beauty of what I revere as a cherry on top of the Camotes group of islands, it is now time for us to head back to Pasihan Island and start our journey around the island of Boro. Our trip to Tulang Diot Island cost us 400 pesos for the two-way trip by motorboat, 20 pesos per person for environmental fee, 20 pesos for full charging of battery per device, and 400 pesos for overnight stay of one of their smaller cottages. Pasihan Island, the largest of the Camotes group of islands, is part of the municipality of San Francisco, to which the island of Tulang Diyot is part of. Before crossing to Poro Island, a visit to a local diner would help us carry through the day. This time, we feast on some local delight of animal entrails. These are hugely popular dishes in this corner of the country. Poro Island is connected to the island of Pasihan by a causeway that was constructed during the Spanish time. It was made to ease the trade and to allow the locals of Pasihan Island to conveniently cross to the other island to attend Sunday services. This causeway, stretching 1.5 kilometers, punctures through this mangrove forest. In 1981, the islands of Punsun, Poro, and Pasihan were declared mangrove swamp forest reserves. San Francisco Camotes has a tropical monsoon climate. This type of climate has a monthly mean temperature of above 18 degrees Celsius. Today, the sun graced us with its warmth caress. A high noon 32 degrees Celsius of pleasantly warm, cloudy skies. Arriving at the municipality of Boro in the island of Boro, we took shade in this small plaza. A nearby church, tucked behind the trees, stood silently with its modestly ornate white facade. The Santo Niño Church, originally made of thick coral stones, was built in 1847, while its belfry was constructed in 1963. According to history, during pre-colonial time, settlements in Poro were scattered all over the island. These are the settlements of Mactang, now known as Esperanza, and Taganito, known today as Tudela. The constant attacks of Moro raiders brought these settlers to unite and assemble in what is the town of Poro today, with the encouragement of the church and the alcalde of Cebu. The municipality of Puro was founded on December 15, 1701, but it was only recognized by the Spanish colonial government on January 16, 1780, through the efforts of Pedro Estrella, who in turn was named the first captain of Puro. The islands of Camotes, because of their geographical locations, were previously annexed to the province of Leyte, but in 1902, they were reverted back to Cebu province, since the seat of the government of Cebu province is closer to these islands against the seat of government of the province of Leyte. Motorbikes are the most convenient mode of transportation in the islands, both for tourists and locals alike. If you visit these islands, you can hop on one of these two-wheel transport and frenzy around these islands for a budget-friendly price. But for us, we rode our own beasts. The vast majority of the people on this side of the island lived along the coast, taking most advantage of the bounties of the sea. We were now at Tudela, one of the two municipalities of the island of Poro. The other, the town of Poro, which we visited earlier. These quiet little towns offer you the best opportunities to engage with its friendly locals. Take these opportunities to ask directions, to know more about the place, its people, and their culture.
Kita na ko direk kapos English o Tagalog noon kamuting.
Ang una dito sa munisipyo ang iyang paano ba nganong gitawag Camotes mo. Diya sa munisipyo sa Tudela.
Yung
Munisipal naman na dapit.
dito. Kaya kita direk kamuting kahoy balang mo na.
Sampan man dagan. Okay ka man direk mo na mo.
Oy mga laban.
Diya sa mo magkano.
Pwede ka duyanan Reo?
Relax.
At bang police station na libre na rin. Oy man. Nagwardya.
Libre ka
Mingaw ya dire magabi eh.
Di ba ni
Ha?
di ba kayo? Di mo kay kwan kay
After filling up our appetite, we now kick off to Tudela's most well-known underground jewel.
Full naman siguro niya. Ani?
Full na?
Ay di man. Unti ako, ano kasi. Yun ba unta kay tupag ko ang kuya.
Arriving at Bukilat Cave, we paid 20 pesos per head for the entrance fee and listened to the quick orientation of what and what not to do inside the cave. And this friendly furry cutie seemed to give us the blessing that we were now ready to enter the cave. Dazzled by the grandeur of this hollow, we witnessed a ceaseless creation of an enchanting subterranean sculpture. Still filled with enthusiasm, we made our way to Mactang Beach, taking ease at places we thought are of much appreciation.
Dali na day ay. Ako no naon. Na, basta nga nila tuloy. Hapuras na day. Ha? O tunga na ba ya? Oo.
Ako sa tumol.
Kaya di man ta mukuan. Na may tipihing, di naman ta magustalan eh. O na nata sa sulod.
Dili ka po. Usa, di ba bayak nisa?
Ay daw.
Pasaka.
Ano nga?
Dili makita man dili. Ako tanaw.
While the traditional economy was agricultural, today, the steady stream of tourists, both local and international, has hugely helped these islands.
Dugo. Oh, manggod. Ali ba? Ali ba? Wala.
Maktang is famous for the unearthed history that was buried by the sands of time. Artifacts such as porcelain wares, skeletal remains along with jewelries provided some clue of a rich culture that once flourished in these islands. Our journey in these islands had been amazing so far. These islands flaunted nothing but the best laid-back thrill of adventure and nature. These kind of things are best when you slow down. If you find a place worthy admiration, you stop, sit down, and celebrate what's laid before your eyes, even if it's the simplest of what life has to offer.
Yan na lang. Ako lang ang bitbit ni.
Pilipinas, narito ang update kay Bagyong Bising. Napanatili nito ang kanyang lakas na hangin na ngayon ay 215 kilometers per hour near the center pa rin at ang kanyang bugso ay umabot sa 265 kilometers per hour. Nasa